Hey YouTube, how are you doing? My name is Weber Coriel, and I just wanted to simply share a story that changed my perspective and my outlook on how much sugar I consumed. Um, I was always a sugar fiend growing up. I constantly had stashes of candy. I'd save my Halloween candy year round, and big fan. And I remember I was set to leave for my first deployment, which was on an aircraft carrier. And I was a little worried about not having enough access to candy as I was used to. And before we set off, I remember going to the store, simply buying a few bags, couple pound bags of Skittles, Starburst, Mike and Ike's, and really preparing for this adventure. And while out at sea, got really into working out. Was working out a lot, and I will never forget this one day. I go to open a Snickers bar, and one of my friends I was working out with, who's pretty health conscious, just simply looked at me and said, "Hey, do you know how much sugar is in that?" And I remember kind of thinking for a second, and I looked at him and I admitted that I did not know how much sugar was in that Snickers bar. And he goes, "Okay, take a look." So flip it over, I look, and it says something along the lines of 56 grams of sugar. And I tell him, and he looks at me and says, "Do you know what the recommended amount of added sugar per day is?" And once again, thought for a second and admitted that I had no idea how much sugar it's recommended to intake daily. And he said around 25 to 30 grams of added sugar. And that blew my mind that I was just about, I had just worked out, so it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but that I was about to consume, without knowing, double the amount of sugar that is recommended daily in one sitting. And it didn't stop there. I remember looking at the Snickers bar, and I put it down and decided, you know what? I'm not going to have this. And we go eat our next meal. We're done eating, and I remember looking right over, and there is a little fridge with different food and yogurt in it that you could go grab. And I remember walking over. I grabbed two little yogurts out of it, not the normal size yogurts, just smaller yogurts. And I was sitting there, and I just simply took one and spun it around. And when I looked, it said 31 grams of sugar. And my eyes were just open at that point. And I realized that what I thought would be a healthier option, I was just about to consume more sugar than the Snickers bar and double the recommended daily intake of added sugar. And it was just kind of a turning point in my workout and health journey, just to become a label reader. And that is the one message I just wanted to pass on. Hopefully that helps one person just realize, hey, take that extra second, look at what you are putting into your body. I'm not saying don't eat sugar, don't treat yourself, but just simply be aware. All right, I'm Weber Coriel. I hope this helps one person. Drop down in the comments if you find this to be helpful, or if you look at one of your foods that kind of blows your mind on how much sugar is in there. All right, take care.